Tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa hekima na wema wako umeteua nyadhifa za viongozi na mabunge kwa ustawi wa jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu. Twakusihi utazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita ili kutekeleza shughuli muhimu za jamhuri hii yetu. Twakuomba ututeremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa, na utujalie kuyatenda na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi hii yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Next order.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, I recognize 57 students from Kerrigate Boarding Primary and Junior School, Kuresoi South Sub-County, Kerrigate Ward, who are accompanied by their parents and teachers, namely Mr. Simon Yegon, Mr. Kennedy Gure, Mrs. Evelyn Kiroi, Mrs. Joseph Rotich. No, that must be, sorry for that, Mr. Joseph Rotich, Mrs. Irene Langat, and Mr. Samuel Chepkuni. In our tradition of recognizing and welcoming visitors, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to the County Assembly of Nakuru. Karibuni sana. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Honorable members, there is a petition by the residents of Shabaab Ward who are seeking the intervention of the County Assembly concerning the alleged embezzlement of budget funds for the financial year 2023, 2024, and 2024-2025, and the flawed validation process for the financial year 2025-2026 for the proposed development projects in the ward. Honorable members, I hereby commit this petition to the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Chairperson, Vice Chairperson, a member of the Budget Committee. Yeah, report to the chairperson that there's work to be done by the committee, and this petition need to be expedited so that we can have the report to this petition at the end of not more than 45 days. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
There are no statements. Next order.
Order number 8, motion.
There is a motion by the Honorable Chairperson, Committee on Governance and Security.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I'm Honorable Hassan Ali, the Chair of Security and Governance Committee, and I'm here to move a motion on the report on the visit to Kiamolo Village, Gilgil Ward on 30th May 2024 and 15th August 2024. Mr. Speaker, first of all, allow me to introduce this motion that the Committee on Security and Governance made a visit to Kiamolo Village in Gilgil Ward, Gilgil Sub-County. And Mr. Speaker, the objective of our visit was to resolve a dispute of dispute between the herders and local farmers by fostering unity, mutual understanding, and harmony. Mr. Speaker, the second objective was to strengthen community relations. Three, Mr. Speaker, the objective of the visit was to enhance security measures. Mr. Speaker, before I move this motion, I wish to thank the members of the Governance and Security Committee for their commitment during the committee visit to the Gilgil Ward. I also wish to thank the Office of the Speaker and the Clerk for the facilitation during the visit. On behalf of my committee, it's my pleasure and duty to present the report of the Committee on Governance and Security. Mr. Speaker, the background information is that we visited Kiamolo Village in Gilgil Ward. Honorable Rose Njoroge, a member of this House and the area MC of Gilgil Ward, informed the committee about the conflict between the herders and the local farmers, where the conflict was due to herders destroying local farmers' crops. The committee visited Kiamolo Village in Gilgil Ward on 30th May 2024. During the committee visit, the following officers were present: the Sub-County Security Committee, from the Deputy County Commissioner, the DCI, the representative of the OSPD, the KWS, the Deputy Director of Criminal Investigation. They were all with us, the security team. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure the members of this, the honorable members have this copy, and as they peruse their pages, page 6, they can see the pictorial pictures of members of the security committee and the members of the public in engagement together. Mr. Speaker, the genesis of the conflict, the purpose of the visit, Mr. Speaker, was to get views from both the stakeholders, that is the herders and the farmers, on the aforementioned conflict. The conflict between the herders and the local farmers was due to the herders frequently grazing their livestock on the local farms, destroying their growing crops. This constant issue causes the farmers to complain about the conflict it creates. Farmers suffer significant losses due to the invasions as the plants are destroyed before harvesting. We emphasized the importance of security in the area and called for action from the security department to address this problem. Mr. Speaker, as you can just remember, if you all understand from the background information, Mr. Speaker, we received a complaint from the Mheshimiwa Rose regarding the issue of conflict from the members of herders and the public. And it was also bringing out the issues of insecurity in that area. So we saw it well to go and visit so that you can help the community sort out that issues. Mr. Speaker, the submissions that we received from the members of the public is that the following were the submissions from the stakeholders on the area of the conflict: that the herders graze their cattle and goats on the farmers' crops at night and especially close to the harvest period. The second submission was the herders continuously destroy farmers' fences despite numerous efforts by the farmers to repair their fence. The third, Mr. Speaker, the farmers have frequently incurred losses and minimal harvest due to the destruction of their crops. Number four, Mr. Speaker, half an acre piece of land of one of the farmer had been destroyed by donkeys, and the farmers managed to capture 3 donkeys that she took to the police. However, she has been receiving numerous threats from the owners of the donkeys, that is the herders. The herders are armed with machetes and pose threat to local farmers. That tells you to bring out the issues of insecurity in that area. There are incidents of zebras, monkeys, and donkeys grazing on the farmers' crop. That is why, Mr. Speaker, we had to invite in our visit, we had to invite the members of the Kenya Wildlife Service in that meeting. Farmers killed a herder's goat, and the matter was reported to the police. Mr. Speaker, there was a name that was coming out in that meeting of one Mr. Olemereu, whose herds were destroyed, destroying farmers' crop. That is issues that we received from members of the public, and one name was being mentioned out of Mr. Olemereu. There was a dam that was illegally constructed at Mr. Dominic Masharia parcel of land by one Mr. Olemereu, and it was also the cause of the conflict to the resident. Mr. Speaker, I don't know if some of these people live in this country, because there's someone who went and constructed a dam in someone's land, and that tells you how that is an issue of that brought the issues of insecurity in that area. So that dam was the issue. It caused a lot of conflict from the members of the public. That the local farmers have reported the incidents to the area chief and security officers. There has been mediation between the herders and farmers. However, no resolutions have been made since the conflicts continue recurring. Mr. Speaker, one of our mandate as members of the Security and Governance, we had to make sure that we resolve such kind of matters before it escalates. But going there was no resolutions. That is why these people had to go to the security personnel. Mr. Speaker, these are the committee's observations and findings. The committee observed the following: that there was a conflict between local farmers and herders, that the conflict between local farmers and herders was due to herders' animals destroying farmers' crops, that there was a dam that was illegally constructed in Mr. Dominic Masharia parcel of land by Mr. Olemereu, and it was also the cause of the conflict of the resident. That all the conflict matters have been taken up by the security team headed by the Deputy County Commissioner. This is something that, Mr. Speaker, as a committee up to date, we are still following up to know if this matter has been resolved. But the reports that we are still receiving, that this issue has not been resolved, and we wrote a letter to the County Commissioner so that they can help escalate that matter, so that that issue can be escalated. Mr. Speaker, these are the recommendations that the committee made following the recommendations that we visited there, that the sub-county security and intelligence team should within 3 months set out clear guidelines and modalities to ensure peaceful coexistence between local farmers and herders. 2, the county government should work in collaboration with the national government in handling the conflict between the local farmers and the herders. 3, the county commissioner should bar Mr. Olemereu from accessing the illegally constructed dam in Mr. Masharia parcels of land, and said dam should be flattened. The county commissioner committee peace forum should initiate measures to resource-based conflict mitigated. Mr. Speaker, that is the report of Security and Governance Committee on our visit to the Kiamolo Village. I wish to move a motion, and I wish to ask Mheshimiwa, my good friend Mheshimiwa Francis Kuria, who is also a member of this committee, to second this committee. And Mr. Speaker, I don't know why he's sitting in the seat of the Deputy Speaker and is not a substantive Deputy Speaker of this House. So, Mr. Speaker, please, Mheshimiwa K5, please second this report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The member.
Mr. Speaker.
What is it? The Honorable Deputy Majority Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before Mheshimiwa K5 support the motion, I would like to beg permission to be given to welcome the students from Keringit, because they are from my area. and
Proceed.
my village. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand to welcome the students from my village, Kerengit, boarding in Kuresoi South, led by their principal, Mr. Yegon, and some parents. Mr. Speaker, these young minds represent the future of our great county and our nation. I would like to tell them that may their visit inspire you and let them pursue their dreams. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, the Honorable Deputy Majority Whip. Thank you. The Honorable Member for Malewa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Francis Kuria, Malewa West Ward MCA. I raise to support this motion, Honorable Speaker. Thank you. And also, Honorable Speaker, it's good that I'm seated on...
Honorable Member for Malewa, are you supporting or are you seconding?
Second.
Yeah, now...
I raise to second the motion, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Now proceed to explain why you're seated on the seat of the Deputy Speaker.
You know, Honorable Speaker, sometimes nimeangalia Mheshimiwa Dware amekaa kwa speakers panel. He himself. So, kabla aseme niko na kitu kwa macho, si kwanza atoe yake. That is one. Number two, Honorable Speaker, ni vizuri unakaa ukitamani uongozi ambao uko mbele yako. So hapa ni kwa mafuta yako juu yangu. So na natumai siku moja nitakuwa Deputy Speaker wa hii bunge. So napokea mafuta hapa. Kwa ruksa yako, naomba tu niruhusu nikae hapa. Asante.
Honorable Member for Elbagon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that does not justify that for him actually to occupy the seat of the Deputy Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the reason as to why there is laboring in this house is so that everybody knows where they belong. And Mr. Speaker, it's very unfortunate that he is saying that the one has the log in his eyes and he is seeing the peck on the eyes of the others. But Mr. Speaker, however, that being said, it is good that in the future, let everybody be guided to know where they are supposed to sit. If they admire, there is still a chance, and this is a house that is owned by politicians. They can as well lead coups if they so wish. But Mr. Speaker, they should also always know that everybody has their right and they should know where to sit. Mr. Speaker, since I came to this house, I've been sitting in this room, or the other in this corner, because I believe this is a corner for independence-minded. And Mr. Speaker, I usually occupy here because I know this is the room. It's in between the government and that is majority and minority, so that I can, Mr. Speaker, try to balance and strike a balance so that at least the House can have that sobriety that it is supposed to have. Now, Mr. Speaker, coming to this motion of the day, Mr. Speaker, it's true. There is tension and there is a lot of issues that have been raised by this report. And I believe, Mr. Speaker, that if we can emulate such kind of reports and we embrace the issues of reconciling the communities and trying to show even the members of the community how they are supposed to live, I believe we can have a peaceful county. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, we wish to call upon the necessary, or rather the departments and the necessary instruments that have been bestowed to make sure and to ensure that the people have peace and they coexist peacefully in this county to do so. Because, Mr. Speaker, Nakuru is owned by all, and Nakuru is the face of Kenya. And one of the village, Mr. Speaker, have some conflicts that will trickle down even to other regions, Mr. Speaker, and therefore we will call for both the farmers and herders to coexist peacefully. Because those who do herding, Mr. Speaker, their business is in the meat, on the side of the meats. And those who actually do the rest of the farming, their business is to generate carbohydrates and also other things, Mr. Speaker, so that we can feed the society that we have. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, my call is to the DCC of the area to make sure, Mr. Speaker, that they have peace caravans and also sit together and they bring these people together so that there can be at least some sanity in that area, Mr. Speaker. Also, Mr. Speaker, on the issues of ownership of land and occupancy. This has been the trend, Mr. Speaker, because even in Elbagon, Board of Mariashoni and Elbagon, there is conflicts of individuals who have occupied other people's land. And Mr. Speaker, that does not augur well. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to commend the committee and tell them to continue with the same job of making sure that they intervene and they try to push the communities to coexist peacefully, so that this county that we say is the face of Kenya. Because, Mr. Speaker, I'm usually proud of Nakuru. Because if anybody want to go to Kenya, they ought to come to Nakuru. Because all tribes, all individuals are here in this county. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, by peace and making sure that we have this tree that we call peace is actually is watered, and the only person who can water it is this committee through this house, and also by telling other agencies that are supposed to make sure that there is peace in the county have done their work. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I beg to support and to request these recommendations that the committee have put forth to be followed up to make sure that it have been implemented. And, Mr. Speaker, this is one of the things that we don't want to hear, that they have been put into the shelves again. Mr. Speaker, yesterday I just say that, however, we'll be putting our reports into the shelves and to the archives of this house. But, Mr. Speaker, this one, let the implementation committee follow up to make sure that this have happened, and at least we have seen that those people, we are not going to see a repeat of the same, whereby the herder actually brings to a farm, actually feeds the cattle to the farm of someone. Mr. Speaker, it does not go down well, and this can lead even to retaliations and so on and so forth. Therefore, let something be done, and let some follow-ups be done for the implementation of the said recommendation. I beg to support.
Thank you, the Honourable Member for Elbagon. The Honourable Member for Mosop.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I raise to support this very great information, indeed, it is truly very sad that the herders, Honourable Speaker, seems to have actually have a government or a kingdom of their own. These people move in large numbers, and they actually move around with a lot of big herds from one place to another. Mr. Speaker, as they move around, there are people whom cannot be controlled, be it even on the roads. They will occupy the roads and cause jams, and you cannot be able to move them because these people are very violent. And anytime you try to confront them and try to negotiate, they become a bit rowdy, Mr. Speaker. So even where I come from, or where I represent, that is Mosop, this is something that has always been happening, Mr. Speaker. You would find farmers who have sacrificed so much to bring up their crops, to protect them, even in terms of fencing and issues like that. You would find them losing their crops, Mr. Speaker. You would find these people, when they walk around and night catches them, wherever they catch them, they would pitch a place to sleep for overnight with that huge herds, and you'll find these are people's property, these are people's shambas, these are people's farms that they have put a lot of effort to be able to protect and also to bring up their crops. It is also a risk threat, Mr. Speaker, for us who are also herders, and we also have our animals and cattle and goats in our own homes. Because as these people migrate from one area to another, they go clearing pasture. First of all, they make our herds also miss something to eat, the grass, because they clear the grass. They come in very huge numbers. So the little that you had paddocked and planned yourself for your herds, you would find that these herders clear, because once they come there in that huge number, it clears and leaves the place actually without food for your own animals. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, they also spread a lot of diseases around because they migrate from one area to another. Their flocks and herds are not vaccinated. While we work so hard to protect ours, giving vaccines, spending money every now and then, they will come around. East Coast fever is now the norm of the day because these animals are never even sprayed. They're walking from one area, leaving ticks around, and when our cattle or animals become a victim, they get sick, Mr. Speaker. And we have lost quite a lot, even in Mosop. We've lost, farmers have lost their animals. Farmers, instead of enjoying the privileges of taking good care of high-quality flock in terms of cows for good milk and all that, they end up being destroyed by what these herders actually do. So I highly support this, Mr. Speaker, and it has happened to be like a norm, where every now and then we keep on talking about them. We try to tell the local authorities, including the chiefs, including even the police, but it becomes very temporary. After a short time, again, you'll also see them, and it's like they come round in circular. So after a short, it's a circle. So after a short time, some other people also will come with the same herds, coming with their goats, others with animals. So I strongly raise to support this and support the recommendation. And strict measures should actually be taken. The act of migrating animals from one area to another is no longer viable in the modern society. This used to happen when we were growing up, Mr. Speaker, in our young age, where we would go and graze freely. But where we are now, people are taking care of their own animals with zero grazing and want to get the quality in terms of milk and the quality of the investment which they are putting in, Mr. Speaker. Nowadays, animals are very expensive. Even to buy a cow, you would find one cow even going for about 250,000 to even 300,000, Mr. Speaker, for good milk. And you can imagine, just some people will pass by in your own farm, leave all those diseases, leave your animals with the ticks and issues like that, and then at the end of the day, you lose it. It is not fair, Mr. Speaker. So I highly support the recommendation that have been put forth, that something should be done very quickly so that these herders can be taken back to where they belong. And if somebody cannot be able to have enough herd or grass or food for the animals, they should maintain and keep what they are able to sustain, but not bring their problems and burdens for other people who are trying to take good care of them. So, Mr. Speaker, I strongly raise to support this, and I know if these recommendations can be implemented, we in the Shabaab Ward will also be the first beneficiaries to ensure that these herds or these herders does not also walk around and do the damages that they usually do, Mr. Speaker. The police should also help by apprehending them. And in fact, funnily, some of them, when they are put or apprehended and they mix with the police officers, they, one way or another, try to collaborate with each other. We've seen cases where we report, they're easily picked and taken to the police station, and in a few minutes, they're also out. They go out. They know how to do their own way or bribe their ways outside. So it's not fair to us as the farmers, and we'll strongly urge the government and the decision makers to take stern actions and stern decisions against these herders who are really causing a lot of harm. Mr. Speaker, I strongly raise to support this motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for Mayela, and then the Honourable Member Royce Kagesha from Bati, in that order.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome our pupils who have also come to see how we do the representation in the assembly, because you know tomorrow they will be the one taking over from us, and this is very encouraging. Karibuni sana wanafunzi. I was one of the members who visited Kiamolo, and actually we were able to listen to the grievances of the people, and it is very unfortunate. Some women were almost, you'd look them that they were really, really disappointed, and some didn't know what else to do if we do not assist them. And especially the conflict of animals and farmers usually takes an angle of a kind of not actually having the welfare of your neighbor at heart. When an animal grazes your land, I come from an area where we have that kind of conflict, and that is why I would appreciate if this is taken and given the seriousness it deserves. The people we have in our area usually say that hii ni chakula ya ng'ombe. So they believe anything that is green is food for the cows. And when you look at that person, they are not remorseful. Neither are they taking into consideration the efforts and the resources that have been put into making sure that this food is grown. Remember, some of these farms are the economic source. They don't have anything else to educate their children, to make sure that they are feeding themselves, to even cater for other economic issues in the families. So I would also appreciate that these recommendations given, by the way, we are even a bit late. These recommendations were made in last year. So we really taken time. I wish it could be dispensed of as quickly as possible so that we are able to give these farmers a reprieve for what they have lost. We should also, as a county government, have either regulations or things that would guide so that when your crops are destroyed by animals that are known, there should be some kind of compensation. I don't know how you can go about it so that this person will be, you see the need to take care of the animals without necessarily leaving them to small children. When we were seated there came a flock of goats and they were being led by small boys. And so when these animals took a trip into these farms to enjoy themselves with the crops, it seems like even these small children were not able to give these animals the attention that is deserved. So if we can have a kind of a compensation that would allow this farmer to feel at least somebody has taken care of them, I think as a county government, we need to look at this very, very seriously. In my place, for example, we have whole fields destroyed by buffaloes and, what do you call them, hippopotamuses. Right now, we are suffering acreages and acreages that have been destroyed by hippopotamuses and buffaloes. And farmers have really lost a lot. We have a mechanism whereby we include the KWS. We take this information to the OCS, you get OBs, so that later on, you can be compensated if time allows. So I also think the county government, being the devolved unit of managing all these issues of the community, should take it very seriously so that we can also have a compensation that would befit the loss that these farmers go through. It is very heartening and it is very discouraging. If any one of us have had a farm and it is attacked by these animals, then you only know what we are talking about. So I think we should take it seriously, Mr. Speaker, sir. And thanks for the committee. And even as late as this report has been tabled, let us assume that it will be speedily acted on, even going into the future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I support.
Thank you. The Honorable Lois.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving this chance to make my support. To register my support for this report. I specifically rise up to also show my sympathy for these farmers in Kiamolo area. It is very disheartening that one would do farming, and the way farming is quite expensive, and expecting to harvest only to realize that your crops have been destroyed. And worse still is that these farmers, Mr. Speaker, sir, are not only facing problems from the herders, but also from wildlife. They report that there are times when zebras and gazelles go to their farms and destroy their crops. So I pray that the wildlife services will take this into note, Mr. Speaker, sir, and probably come up with ways of compensating those farmers whose crops were destroyed by the wildlife. I also want to probably, Mr. Speaker, sir, put to the chair that if there were specific resolutions that were made during the stakeholders meeting, I think those specific resolutions should be captured in the recommendations, because I believe, Mr. Speaker, sir, they can also form a very good basis for making regulations or guidelines, as has been suggested by the Honorable Jane Mayela, to ensure that these problems do not reoccur in the future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. The Honorable Member for Ronda, and then the Honorable Member for Flamingo.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa nafasi ambayo umenipatia. Kwanza ni kushukuru komiti kiongozwa na chair wake kwa sababu ya mambo haya na uchunguzi ambao wameufanya kule Gilgil. Kwanza Mheshimiwa Spika ni kusema ya kwamba mambo haya yanaendelea tu si kule, na ni vizuri chair akijua. Na nashukuru sana kwa sababu ni yeye ameleta mambo haya, na unajua ni mtu ambaye aliyenangamia kwa wingi sana. Naamini ya kwamba hata anapolete mambo kama haya, ngamia zake pia haziangamizi watu kule ambapo ameziweka. Kwa hivyo nashukuru, wakati wote nitaona ngamia mahali, nitakuwa kwanza kumuuliza ama ngamia zake pia zinadhuru watu na kuwadhurumu jinsi tumeuona kule katika Gilgil. Mheshimiwa Spika, watu hawa hata wakati mwingine hata kama umeweka fence katika boma lako ama katika shamba lako, kama wale ambao tuko na shamba kule upande wa Gilgil, pale upande wa Mbaroko Ward, wanakuja na wanakata ile fence na wanaruhusu ng'ombe zao usiku, zinaendelea kula usiku mzima na kufanya mambo kama yale. So ni watu ambao hawana, ni kama naweza kusema hawana utu wa kutosha katika hali ya kufikiria kwamba hasara ambayo inaenda. Unaona mtu anakuja na construct a dam katika shamba la wenyewe. Kwa hivyo nakubaliana na komiti hii ya kwamba mambo yale yanayostahili kufanyika, hata kama tutaenda zaidi kuweka sheria ambazo kama ng'ombe yako itapatikana within the town ama within mahali ambapo pastahili, huo unapigwa fine. Lakini kama vile mmoja wetu amesema, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni ya kwamba hawa watu sijui na polisi inakuwa namna gani, Bwana Chair, ni vizuri kujua mambo hayo. Si kuachia tu ripoti hii ambapo tumeifikisha, lakini tuhakikishe ya kwamba imefanyika jinsi inavyostahili, kuhakikisha kwamba mambo haya yataendelea katika kaunti yetu na hayataendelea katika maeneo ambayo ni ya watu ambao walio na mali yao. Si vizuri ya kwamba mambo kama haya yanakosa kuwa ya kwamba kunakuwa na violence, kunakuwa na mambo ya kutokuwa na amani. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, naunga mkono mswada huu na kuhakikisha kwamba Mheshimiwa Spika, kwamba utafuatiliwa na hata kulete amani inayostahili katika maeneo hayo ya Gilgil. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for Flamingo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for this opportunity. Let me first commend the Committee on Security led by our Honourable Member, Monandware. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like also to commend the people of Kiamolo for hearing their grievances so that, Mr. Speaker, the government can intervene and resolve these matters once and for all. Mr. Speaker, it is very bad to see one person mentioned by this report, Mr. Mereu, that he can go to somebody's shamba and start constructing a dam there, which is illegal, Mr. Speaker. And I'm happy because already I've seen that the matter is being taken by the Deputy County Commissioner, Mr. Speaker, hoping that the people of that area, the people of that area will be very happy to see that the government intervention will make sure that that problem that they are facing between the farmers and hunters are solved maybe very quickly, and they will be very happy for the government to intervene. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I like to support this motion.
The Honourable Member for Malewa. Is it a different thing or is on the same?
On the same, Honourable Speaker.
But you had you didn't get the, you just seconded.
Yeah, I seconded, Honourable Speaker.
So proceed.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Once again, I'm Francis Kuria from Malewa West Ward. With your permission, sir, allow me to welcome the pupils from Nakuru County, who has just...
However, the Honourable Member for Malewa, is everything all right? You talked about the issue of kwamba unahitaji upate mafuta, hapo mbeleni unaweza kuwa Deputy Speaker. Then you also want to be the Deputy Leader of Minority Party. Is everything all right? You keep on moving chairs.
Honourable Speaker, there was a communication I was making to Honorable Muna. So that's why I just came and to pass what I needed to pass to him, Honorable Speaker. So,
Honorable Member, I allow you today to be seated where you're not supposed to sit. Those seats are designated, but proceed to submit your issues or your views on the motion.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Speaker. Kwanza kabisa nichukue fursa hii kukaribisha wanafunzi ambao wamekuja ama watoto ambao wametutembelea katika bunge hili letu. Wasikie wako huru. And this is a honorable house, Honorable Speaker, where we do matters on budget making, registration. And I say thank you to the staffs of those people, Honorable Speaker, because civic education makes or enlighten those people and make them to admire on higher positions, Honorable Speaker, so they feel much welcome. On this issue, Honorable Speaker, I raised to support this motion, being a member of this committee, Honorable Speaker. It's true that we visited this village, and it was a very hostile area, Honorable Speaker. As we entered there, we found armed hunters with cattle there, Honorable Speaker. And you see we were there innocent, although we had our urgent security team, Honorable Speaker. First of all, when you go and find someone is armed somewhere waiting for you, there is that phobia of what might happen or what will happen after we engage to one another. But I thank the team because we had well organized ourselves. We have the security team even from the Gilgil sub-county. And it was very embarrassing, Honorable Speaker, that you could find someone come and dig a dam where he have no any document on that land, Honorable Speaker. It was very embarrassing that you could find someone grazing or the animals feeding on someone's crops, Honorable Speaker, knowing that the high hope of that family depends on that land, Honorable Speaker. When we engaged with those the hunters, Honorable Speaker, we came to realize that those people shift from one area to the other. Those are not their permanent land. And where they occupy, Honorable Speaker, they sit on others' land, Honorable Speaker. After getting the information from the DCI, because we had invited the DCI and the Commissioner, Honorable Speaker, there is no way you can find that this is my land, you come and dig that dam without you are not the legal owner of that land. You have no document on that land, Honorable Speaker. There is no case there. Then when the owners of the land took that case to the law enforcers, Honorable Speaker, then they start a case. How? To me, or as the committee, we suggested that that dam the water should be drained away, and the owner of the land, that land should be given back, so that he can use it maybe to do the farming, Honorable Speaker. So this meeting was very good because we were able to come with the resolutions on what next to do. So as an oversight on what to be done, we should not relax on here, Honorable Speaker. Through the chairman, Honorable Speaker, and this Honorable House, we must or we will ensure that whatever we deliberated on that issue, Honorable Speaker, is implemented fully. So I therefore raise, Honorable Speaker, to support this motion. And remember, these hunters, Honorable Speakers, most of them comes from Narok, Honorable Speaker. It took them maybe a week because maybe they traveled with the animals maybe 2 kilometers a day, 10 kilometers a day. And where they find the green pastures, Honorable Speaker, that's where they occupy the land. The hunters, Honorable Speaker, they are still in my ward in Malewa, Honorable Speaker. Last week, I personally was invited by or was called by some of the farmers, Honorable Speaker, to witness what the hunters are doing. And remember, Honorable Speaker, I engaged the the Deputy County Commissioner, Honorable Speaker, and we were able to move them out from that area, Honorable Speaker. We have another challenge that we came to realize, Honorable Speaker. Pesa zinatembea. Because those hunters, when they come, and we have now the administrators who are within those locations, Honorable Speaker. So when the chiefs, let me be specific, go and face those hunters, Honorable Speaker, you find the hunters may sacrifice maybe a bull, goats, or money in terms of cash, Honorable Speaker. So it's been difficult for the farmers to get out of those hunters. So allow the committee and the relevant authorities, Honorable Speaker, we make sure that whatever we decided, the resolutions that we got from that area, Honorable Speaker, is implemented fully. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Oh, thank you. Now, the Honorable Chairperson of the Committee on Security and Governance, you will need to liaise with the Chairperson Committee on Agriculture to develop a bill. Of course, you're also going to involve all the stakeholders in security, who manages the security. So that now the issue about compensation, the issue about how these issues is governed, it's very clear and it's based on law. You know what laws to domesticate, what national laws to domesticate, in as far as these conflicts, specifically on the herders and the farmers, that is the crop and animals is concerned. So I will now proceed to put it to question. Maybe Chair, do you have anything to respond to?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Allow me first to thank members of this House for giving out and coming up with very important resolutions that should also be added to the report that we have. Mr. Speaker, members of this House have just come up with very important, implementation or rather solutions that have added to the report. But Mr. Speaker, allow me to talk about 2 or 3 resolutions that members of this House have talked about. Mr. Speaker, the issues of reconciliation are something that Mheshimiwa Njuguna from Elbagon brought it out. That is very important that once we are done with this report writing and getting and following up on implementation of this report, it's very important that we have time again as a committee to go back and make sure that there is reconciliation of the community at the lower level, at the ward level. Mr. Speaker, I also wish to say that as a committee, we are going to make sure that this report is implemented. Members of this committee, like Mheshimiwa K5 has just talked about, Mheshimiwa Alex Langat have just also touched on something to do with implementation, that as a committee, we are going to make sure that this report is implemented to the latter. Mr. Speaker, there is an issue that has come up here that is also very important that I touch on. The issue of when these kettles move from one place to another, they tend to move along with diseases. They spread diseases along their route that they are taking. So it's very important that, Mr. Speaker, you have also mentioned that we work hand in hand with the Committee on Agriculture, that we develop a bill that is going to make sure that some of these resolutions are being followed up, and we come up with legislation that is going to help us to handle these issues of herders and kettles at the community level. Mr. Speaker, something that has come out also very clearly, and you've also mentioned, is the issue of compensation. Mr. Speaker, I'm aware that because in our meeting, we had members of the KWS in that meeting that we had in Gilgil, and we also had, Mr. Speaker, one meeting also in Malewa, where Mheshimiwa K5 represent. And it was very important, very fruitful meeting. But I'm shocked that still the herders are still having problems in his ward, and it's something that we will also invite the security team so that they can also still help us to implement the report. Mr. Speaker, KWS, I had a conversation with someone who works at KWS, and he told me they normally compensate members of the public, especially the farmers, once they have this problem. So, Mr. Speaker, I think going back to what you just said, that it's good that we develop a bill that is going to help us regularize all these issues. So, Mr. Speaker, allow me to thank your office, to thank the members of this House for the support that they have given to this report. Mr. Speaker, as I finish, I've seen members of the pupils of Keringet Primary School who are here today. Allow me also to join Mheshimiwa Lea to welcome them to this house and to tell the young fellas up there that your dreams are valid. Some of us, we used to sit in primary schools where you are, especially in polling stations. They say some of us went to polling stations, and some people went to academies, group of schools. So us, we went to the same schools that you guys went, and today we are here. So we are giving you blessings today that one day, one time, you're also going to sit here. And please listen to your teachers. These people are very important. You might look at them like that. We're also taught with teachers the same as your teachers today. So make sure that you listen to your teachers and respect them. Mr. Speaker, as I finish up, my father called me today in the morning and he told me that he wants to see me. I told him, please, I'm at work. So he told me he wants to come and see what I'm doing. I always tell him that I'm at work. So he told me, nataka kuja kuona kenye unafanyanga. So my father is also sits around somewhere there, and I'm sure he's watching me. So Mr. Speaker, maybe when I finish up, please tell my dad that I'm a good student here. Thank you.
Thank you. I will now proceed to put it to question. That this House adopts the report of the Committee on Governance and Security on the visit to Kiamolo Village, Gilgil Ward, held on 30th May 2024 and 15th August 2024, laid on the table of the Assembly on Tuesday 22nd July 2025 during the afternoon sitting. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many who are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, those are the orders of the morning sitting.
We all rise. Honorable members, this House is adjourned to 2:30 p.m. today. Thank you.